Feeling uncomfortable? Someone giving you the ick? Don't stand for it. Report it to 101. Unwanted attention? Receiving it is never okay. Don't hesitate to call us on 101. Someone watching you? Pika, don't. It's okay. We will deal with them. Don't hesitate to call us on 101. These are all genuine slogans promoted by Humberside Police, encouraging members of the public to call in the heavy squad on the basis that they don't like how somebody looked at them in the street. Yet another bid by the police service to prioritise non-crime and offence taking in the interests of the rapacious lust they have for social media memes and criminalising bad manners. Needless to say, these police-made offences are so widely drawn that it's for the complaining public to decide whether or not an offence has been committed and on what terms. So I sent an FOI request to Humberside Police and asked them how giving someone the ick amounts to a criminal offence under English law. Their response? A criminal offence is established after the report of an incident or contact with a victim. Well, this is news to me, as I'm sure it is to everyone who's tried to elicit a police response for offences actually recognised under law that the police have no interest in dealing with, which is most of them. But here we have it. Just by reporting something you don't like, it's automatically graded as a criminal offence, which would require recording it, adding it to the crime statistics, and issuing the victim with a crime reference number. And presumably some sort of investigation would follow. Meanwhile, anyone who's experienced, say, fraud, will be instantly dismissed, told it's not a police matter, and waved in the direction of action fraud. Action fraud, where all fraud complaints go to die. Call me old-fashioned, but I always thought that getting the odd unwanted look off someone in public is just one of the inconveniences of living in a free society. But Humberside Police have decided to pass it as a law, without any need for Parliament or any of those other petty democratic processes that get in the way of the police telling us what we can and cannot do. I suppose it's unfortunate for them that our laws happen to be based on prohibited actions and not on unwanted feelings, because otherwise what is illegal becomes an entirely subjective choice. Let me give you an instance. You slip on the ice and fall over in the street. People look at you and laugh. That's unwanted attention. Receiving it is never okay. Call 101. You come home loud and drunk at 3 o'clock in the morning. The neighbours are looking out the window at you. Pika, don't. Call 101. You decide to wear a bright pink Edwardian wig on your head and mince up and down the high street. Don't like the way people are looking at you? They're giving you the ick. Call 101. And as for this one, well, I can't give an example because I don't even know what it means. What the hell are they talking about? Unwanted pop-up. I thought maybe this was some kind of internet vernacular I'm not down with. But when I typed in women unwanted pop-ups, the first result took me to a crossword website. So what is this about? People leaping out from behind edges? Someone getting a hard on in public? What? Maybe it's to do with those irritating privacy consent pop-ups that pollute just about every website in existence, obstructing my browsing, claiming to give a shit about my privacy and wanting my consent to stalk me all over the internet. They're everywhere and they're irritating. Are Humberside Police seriously going to come round and help turn them off? I'm telling you, this is a metaphor too far, and whoever designed these things clearly needs to get off social media and go outside. I also asked Humberside Police how much it costs the taxpayer to have these threatograms designed and distributed. Their answer? Nil. Because not only do their police officers make their own laws, it seems that their staff work for free. Amazing. I then asked them the million-dollar question. What exactly is the definition of giving the ick? Their answer? There is no separate policing definitions for these terms. So not only is there no legal definition, the police haven't bothered to come up with one either. This is the police doing what they do best, enforcing political ideology rather than enforcing the law, weaponising militant sectors of society, especially the sort of nutcases that tend to use social media, and allowing them to criminalise anyone they don't like the look of. Worst of all, this is proof that we now have the social media class fully inducted into the police force, where they intend to fight the phantoms of social inequality one meme at a time. The police are determined to create a society of fear among us and make it clear that they're watching over everything you say or do, or more specifically over everything men say or do, because this is yet another attempt to demonise men, which is who this is aimed at, let's face it, and let us know how we must think, talk and behave at all times.
Say freedom of speech! Say freedom of speech!
In the past, the police were happy to enforce wrong think, then there was wrong speak, and now they've introduced wrong look.
Do your job! 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 Do your job!